What is going on, shrimp keepers? This is Rob with flipaquatics.com. Today we are at Eric's house, and we're outside in his backyard right now, and he has a bunch of ponds out here, 3 to be exact. And Eric, you just picked up how many more?
4 more.
4 more, and you got them for free.
Right.
He went to it was the city like day of cleanup, right?
Yeah.
And somebody had him in the back of a pickup truck or something like that, and he got a bunch for free, so that's pretty cool. But check these little plants out. I think those are real cool. And he set this up so that the rainbow fish that were in here last year couldn't jump out. Very cool. And then Eric, what do you keep out here? Is it just
I usually do 1 live bearer, and lately I've been doing 1 rainbow. In this other tub, there's some rainbow. I put spawning mops in there, so they were spawned indoors, but they hatched out here.
Oh.
They're actually turning into fish now.
So the fry are out here, huh?
Yeah. I'll come up to the top if you just wiggle your finger. They usually come up.
Oh yeah.
You count more than 6. I think there's about, at one time I had over 20.
Holy smokes.
I'm guessing I've got, I would say 15 now at least. There may be a couple of hiders, sneakers in there.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Alright, so we are currently in Eric's basement, and I just think this is the coolest setup of a fish room ever. There's like these double glass doors in the basement, and it really just makes the fish room look huge. And this is Eric. Well, you can't see him right now because we're in the dark, but we'll see him in here. But so Eric, why the doors? Did you plan it this way?
No, the house came this way. It had this little, it's about a 12 by 13 foot office down here in the basement when I moved in 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And the office went away and the fish room moved in.
Well, it was the perfect fish room. That's why you bought the house, right?
Exactly.
You saw this and you're like, fish room all the way.
Right, gotta have a basement.
How about this? You've been in the hobby a long time. You've been around a lot. If you could give one piece of advice to everyone watching, it doesn't have to be fish related, but it can be. What would that advice be?
Wow. I'd have to stick to the fish related
That's
stuff.
fine.
When you say you do weekly water changes, really do weekly water changes.
Yeah.
Makes a big difference.
How many tanks you got in here?
I believe there's 20 tanks in here right now.
Now, how long have you been in the hobby for?
Oh, I've been in the hobby for a long time, since I was 7 years old. Got my first tank at the age of 7.
Yeah, because I look behind you and you got this trophy wall. Now, these are all plaques you've won through the years of breeding things?
Right, yeah, through GCAS, Greater Cincinnati Aquarium Society.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been in the organized hobby since 2006.
2006? But you've been having fish tanks your whole life other than that?
Yeah, on and off a little bit, when cars or girls were more interesting than fish. But yeah, on and off since the age of 7.
That's awesome. Now, what do you keep? A little bit of everything?
A little bit of everything. Cichlids, catfish, rainbow fish.
What's your favorite?
Man, whatever's breeding now is my favorite.
So you enjoy breeding?
Right.
Now you got some nice looking plants too. What are these, just compact fluorescents?
No, that's actually, I think this is just a regular,
fluorescent?
Regular old fluorescent. Yeah.
Yep.
One of these lights around here is a regular old incandescent. Yeah, this one.
No way.
Yeah, these are Phenacylus fry.
These are all ones you bred here?
Yeah. Yeah, they were spit back on, when were those spit? Back in May, I believe.
Oh yeah, 6/23. That's what it says.
That's just when I moved them over.
Oh, that's when you moved them.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, wow, those grew quick.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Very cool. So you breed everything you keep, or at least try to?
I try to. Yeah, except these, the clown loaches behind me. That's one of the few fish I keep just because I like them.
Just because you enjoy them?
Yeah, I don't think there's much chance of spawning those clown loaches.
And you were telling me, how long have you had these?
Some of those I've had for 12 years at least.
Wow.
A couple of them in there.
How long do they live?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But I know they get a whole lot bigger than what they are right there.
Yeah, they can get huge.
It's been a while, but I've seen some maybe up to about 16 inches.
Yeah, that's a big fish.
Right. The bad thing is when the clown loach gets, the bigger it gets, the more faded the color gets.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of
look-
dulls out.
They look their best when they're kind of little.
Yeah, that's probably why they sell so good.
Right. Right.
People don't know how big they get.
Right.
I know. I never knew. I had, I think I had 3 in a 55-gallon, and then I had to give them away.
They really enjoy each other's company.
Oh yeah, if you only have 3, you never see them.
Right.
But like over there, you got 10 or so, and they're always out.
Right.
Now, what do you got breeding right now? Anything?
No, nothing is breeding right now.
How about the story on these fish? I know you were telling me a little bit.
Those are wild caught fish, Aquatics, Rio Janeiro, I think is the name. They're undescribed right now. Those are wild caught. That's a wild caught pair that I got to spawn.
Now, where are the babies for these ones?
They're right next door, just to your left.
Oh, so they don't have that full stripe when they're babies.
No.
That's kind of interesting. Wonder why. Maybe to hide better?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Very cool. What are these guys again? I always forget the name of them.
These are Demasoni. The name on these was changed not too long ago. They were Pseudotrophus
Oh, that's
Demasoni.
right.
They recently changed the name to Chindongo.
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 That's a mouthful.
Yeah, who knows why? But somebody who knows more than me changed the name to Chindongo.
Chindongo.
They're brutal.
Yeah, they're babies everywhere, though. So they're not nice.
No, they love killing each other.
Jeez. Now, what's going on in these little buckets?
There's some rainbow fish growing up.
Oh, I see some.
In that white bucket, there's just one. And these are some BAP that I picked up. Always save your bag. These actually came from our buddy that's with us here, Steve.
Oh, these from Steve.
Yeah, he turned these fish in for
Nice.
Breeders Award
Oh,
program.
now everyone knows your last name, Steve. They're gonna find you on Facebook.
Oh, wait here. I'll cover it up with my thumb. Steve.
There you go. Just Steve now.
Steve K, we'll call him. Yeah, I didn't have tank space, so they're living in this bucket for right now.
Hey, that works.
Yep.
Very cool. Yeah, we were just talking about this, but I was telling Eric I love the way the algae grows on the rocks. I think it looks real natural, and the way it looks on this lift tube is so cool.
Yeah, there's an old-fashioned under-gravel filter still working in that tank.
Those are probably one of the most effective filters, though.
Yeah, they work. You can't set it and forget it, but they do work.
Yeah. Now, do you still have to vacuum the substrate or no?
Oh yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah, big time. Yeah, that's quite a fish load in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that tank it's beyond need of a water change right now.
This is your rainbow tank?
Yeah, those are Lanatania. Oh, what's that? Craycocks. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, the Pagai. Those are descendants from Gary Lang's fish room.
Gary Lang's?
Went from Gary Lang to a friend of ours down in Louisville to up here in northern Kentucky.
Nice. And they get along with angelfish pretty good?
They get along real well, yeah.
Some cories down there?
Actually, that pair of angels has laid eggs a few times.
And with them?
Yeah, and then they don't last long. Those are some cats that I got to spawn here. Those are...
Man, they go all over the place.
yeah, driftwood cats is what those are called.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, they'll get up to...
I've never seen them move that much.
Oh, yeah, they're nuts.
This all day like this?
Usually around the evenings when they know it's feeding time. During the middle of the day, you rarely see them move, but they know they usually get fed around this time of day.
so they're ready for it.
Yeah, they're telling me they're ready.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen them move like that.
Yeah, they're.
And these are the same thing over next to it?
Yeah, there's some. There's a pair of killies over there whose name escapes me. Couldn't pass up some cheap killies at an auction.
No, especially when you're going for BAP points.
Oh, gotta have some.
You gotta have them.
Gotta have them.
Now this is a big tank. How many gallons is this?
That's a 150 high. It's only 4 feet long, but it's 2.5 feet deep.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous tank.
Yeah.
Where'd you pick up this at?
I picked that up. That was a leaker that I got in a trade.
Look at that. That's some thick glass,
That's
too.
1/2-inch thick glass.
Yeah, that's nice.
The tank weighs 340 pounds empty. It's a hefty tank.
And you got it in a trade because it was leaking.
Yeah. Ran into a guy down in Covington, and he had this sitting out on his front porch. I traded him a 75-gallon setup.
For it.
A tank. I traded him a tank, glass lids, and a light for that leaker 150.
Wow.
So,
You get all the good deals. You got this. You got those ponds outside.
Oh, yeah.
Just being at the right place, the right time.
Right place at the right time.
Asking the right questions, and you get it.
Right.
No, that's real cool.
Yeah, that's. There's just 2 of them left in there. I think they're both males.
Are they?
Yeah, they insisted on killing their tank mates. They just. I think I got the runt of the litter in there. Those fish should be a lot bigger by now.
Were they stunted when you got them, or no?
Yeah, well, I didn't. If they were, I didn't know it. Their bodies were about the size of quarters when I picked them up, and they should be adult size by now. I've had them for a while. They're just biding their time.
I like how you got a little island in here.
Thanks. And these are some of the peacock fry from that big 150.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were spit.
Now, which ones? The yellow ones?
Yeah, those are Alunacara Banchai Benga.
Bingo.
Yeah, those are nice fish. This came from a guy named Vu Ma from Indianapolis.
Oh, nice.
Breeders.
So does he import, or?
He did, yeah.
Then he was breeding them?
He scaled back. His family is growing, and yeah, he imports some wild-caught stock, breeds, sells, but he had to step it way back.
Gotcha.
I think.
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Life happens, and people step back.
Wife, and I think when they got up to either their second or their third child, he decided to step back the fish and step up the family.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Then in the middle, we got more shell dwellers.
Yeah, there's a breeding pair of the gold ocellatus.
Is that the same ones that are over there?
Right. Those are siblings to the ones over here. That pair.
Yeah, look how pretty these are. I've been meaning to buy shell dwellers for the longest time.
Yeah, they're cool.
And I just keep putting it off.
They don't stop. They move all day long, defending their shell, chasing off the other fish.
And they all get along pretty good?
Yeah, they haven't. Knock on wood, they haven't had to kill anybody for quite a while.
Gorgeous fish. Are these pretty easy to get, or no?
Nah, they're kind of rare.
I was about to say, out of all the shell dwellers I've ever seen, I've never seen these. What's the name of them? One more time.
The common name is gold ocellatus.
Gold ocellatus.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I'd have to look up the Latin name.
Do you ever sell these?
Lamprologus ocellatus. I haven't. I turned some in through the BAP program. I haven't sold any. I was trying to get them to spawn. Try to, take these 12 and turn them into 100. But
Yeah.
it just hasn't worked out that way so far. Yeah, I've been concentrating on other fish too.
Yeah,
Trying to
that normally happens.
Catfish. I need one more catfish for another BAP
Yeah.
award.
What would you be?
Uh,
The 5 level?
no, we only go up 3. That would be master specialist.
Master specialist.
Yeah, I need one more catfish species for 15.
Yeah, so that's your main focus then.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
And a rainbow or 2.
You like the rainbows?
Oh yeah, I just got into them not too long ago. Steve helped me get into the rainbows.
This Steve?
This Steve right here. Steve K, as he goes.
Steve K. K.A. Now
Yeah,
these more fry?
Those live. No, those are adults. Those
are they really?
uh,
Let me see.
These guys are something. I think they're endangered. Those are Skiffia francese. They're at some time they were thought to be extinct in the wild. I think I heard recently that a small population was rediscovered, but
Oh, that's a good thing.
they're kind of hurting. Yeah.
So you like keeping them just because they need it.
Well, it was a BAP live bearer, and I kind of liked them. One thing that's cool about this particular Skiffia is they don't eat their fry.
Oh, so they can breed as much as possible.
Right. They drop fry, and the adults barely look at them.
Wow.
Where other Skiffia are just really cannibalistic.
Yeah.
These guys leave their little ones alone.
That's real cool. Where'd you originally get these from?
A guy named Joe Doyle.
Oh, Joe Doyle.
Yeah,
He's local to us. He's out of the Pittsburgh club.
Right. A couple of years ago, he was coming to the Cincinnati club when we hosted the ACA convention.
Yeah.
And he listed a couple fish that he was bringing. And one of our guys bought every one that Joe sold before I even knew they were for sale. But when Glenn turned his in for BAP, I bought some of those fry.
You probably got a better deal that way.
I did, but longer time too.
Yeah, you had to wait on them.
I had to wait on them, but they do pretty well in this little 10-gallon tank. They change the water once a week, once every 2 weeks, and they seem to do pretty well.
We didn't even talk about this. You actually have a water change system in place that's automatic.
Right.
And it does one water change a week or 2?
No, every day.
Every day.
Every day, each of these tanks gets about 1 2/3 gallon fresh water in and old water drip out.
Yeah. Which is just, nice little overflow system. It's right there. It flows out, and then it flows in with this little tube in the back right here.
Yeah, the drip emitter. That emitter on the end of that black tube gives 2 liters per hour, and I drip it in for 3.5 hours a day.
Nice.
My math is right. That's about 1 2/3 gallons.
And how big of a difference did that make on this system?
Oh, night and day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how much work did it save you?
A lot. Quite a bit of work. Oh, yeah.
It's almost like these tanks probably get neglected now that
they
this
do.
is set up.
They do. Yeah, they do. But you still have to go in here and vacuum the bottom occasionally.
Yep.
And of course, you have to squeeze out the sponge filter.
Yep.
But, man, the fish love it. They really perk up when they get that fresh water every day.
Yeah, we're actually renovating our. We're gonna do a nano fish room, which normally we've only done shrimp.
Right.
And the nano fish room, we're completely renovating it to have an automatic flow-through system that's off tap water. It comes in every day, like just same thing you're talking about.
Right.
And then we're actually going to do 100% water change every day.
Wow.
Because we had another store that does that.
Okay.
And they have huge success with it. So what they do is they dose medicine, because imported fish come in with stuff.
Right.
They dose full dosage of medicine, and over the course of the day, it does 100% water change.
Wow.
And by the next day, they redose it again because it's all fat. It's all out.
Right.
So they're able to medicate their fish more. They're able to overfeed with no issues.
Wow.
So that's what we're trying. I'll let you know in a year how it goes.
I bet it'll work well.
I think it will.
Who was that lady that was from out in Denver? She's not in the hobby anymore. She used to bring dozens of cichlids to the ACA convention.
Yeah.
She was an Asian lady, but I heard that she did 2 100% water changes every day on her show, Cichlids.
Like discus and things like that, or any cichlid?
I remember one really beautiful fish she had was a big pike cichlid.
Yeah.
She had a lot of the Central and South Americans, but I don't remember any discus. So her fish were
200% water.
But if she was going to show her fish in a 10-gallon tank at the show, that's what they lived in at her house too.
Wow.
So she kept them their whole life in a 10-gallon tank. If it was a really big fish that lived in a 20-gallon at the show, well, they had a 20-gallon at her house too.
That's crazy.
But I don't know if that's true, but I heard that from several different people. She did 2.
So she was very meticulous.
No, big time. Yeah.
Hey, that's how you grow some big fish, though.
Oh yeah, she had some good lookers too.
Well, Eric, anything we missed with the fish room?
I think you covered it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for letting us look around. We appreciate it.
I appreciate you being here.
All right. We'll see you, Eric.
Good to have real fish people in the fish room. Thank you.